Business, the show all about small business, jobs, and entrepreneurship. I've got a real treat in store for you. I'm thrilled to be joined by Angela Lavelli, who was born in Mexico City. She graduated as a certified public accountant, and when she got married, she and her husband bought a small coffee shop in a popular neighborhood in Mexico City. And in 2006, they moved to Hinsdale, Illinois, and they established an amazing cafe, which we're going to talk about. It's become a popular spot for the Hinsdale area and hopefully for all of you listeners as well. But very, very excitingly, she also launched a new book, which I am so excited to talk about. Angela, welcome to the program. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for inviting me. I really appreciate it. I'm so excited.
Absolutely. I'm so excited to have you. I heard, again, that you owned a cafe in Mexico City, but let's talk about your amazing cafe that you've transferred over to Hinsdale. What's it called? And tell us, when did you open? What do you sell?
Okay, so we opened here in Hinsdale, in downtown. It's called Café La Fortuna. We are in a small alley 50 feet away from the train station. And we opened in 2012. We sell coffee beans and also our coffee drinks. We added through the years a lot of pastries from local bakeries and also paninis that we made from scratch here.
Oh my gosh, you're making my mouth water right now. I can't wait to come in and maybe I'll take the train and run right over. So super convenient. So Angela, where does your coffee come from and what makes it stand out from other cafes?
Well, we started the coffee, bringing the coffee from Mexico, from the state of Chiapas. And we specialize in small farms from south of Chiapas, in Tapachula, and we are a non-blend or single origin coffee. Our difference between other small coffee shops is we roast on site, small batches. So we are proud to offer always fresh roasted coffee to all our customers.
That's fantastic. I love my coffee and definitely super unique. So you and your daughter decided to write a book, which is not a common story that I hear from many cafe owners. The book is called The Inspiring Story of Café La Fortuna. So why did you and your daughter decide to do this?
Well, we are so lucky to be in a really nice neighborhood where local support, small shopping, and through the years, we have been called from our customers, like do you remember the Cheer TV program long time ago, where they go into a bar,
absolutely.
Everyone knows each other? It's kind of the same thing here. A lot of the regulars know each other. They meet here for small talks. And so when we were in our 10th anniversary, we want to do something special. And then is when we decided to write a book to give our customers a little knowledge about coffee, where coffee comes from, where are the countries that grow coffee, how coffee is processed from the plant to the bean so you can roast it, different kind of roasting, grinding, and the drinks. And also a little bit of our journey since we opened and the 10 years that we have been here.
Amazing. Congratulations. What a journey you have been on, and definitely encourage everybody to pick up a copy of the book, The Inspiring Story of Café La Fortuna. So what are some of the things that you want people to take away from this book if they maybe make this purchase over the holiday season?
Well, as I told you, it has a little information from where are the countries where coffee come from, where are they located, because there is just like a range of between the two tropics that has the weather that allow the coffee to be grown and harvest, and also like how the process. Because people sometimes just go buy their coffee in a grocery store that is ground, and if they want to use it in espresso machine, the ground generally, unless it's for espresso machine and they buy the paper filter, it will come so weak because it doesn't have, and it will get clogged. So we try to give a little knowledge to our customers how to order their coffee if they want it ground, or if they like the darker roast, a medium roast. And then, as I told you, it's like a little bit of how we decided to open here and how we can put our soul in building up Café La Fortuna.
Fantastic. What an incredible entrepreneurial story. And actually, that's where I want to go next. And I want to talk about your role as an entrepreneur. I know you've written this book. You're running Café La Fortuna. This is an outproduct of a small coffee shop that you had in Mexico City. But we have a lot of entrepreneurs that are tuning in to AM 560 and maybe even listening to this podcast around the world. You've been on an entrepreneurial journey, even becoming an author yourself right now. What advice would you share with a fellow business owner that maybe you've learned along the way, whether in Mexico or here in the Hinsdale area?
Well, being an entrepreneurial brings a lot of challenges during the journey, but every challenge brings a knowledge, an opportunity to grow up, to learn something. And my suggestion will be never be discouraged of any challenge that you encounter in your journey. It's always it's worth it to arrive to your point where you feel so proud of your journey on your work and your achievements.
Absolutely. That's good advice, and that's relevant regardless of what industry you are in, whether you're running a cafe or whether you are running a law firm. That's important and relevant to everybody. And really going back to your industry in particular, you talk about it in the book, already implied this a little bit, but what's the one thing that people don't know about the coffee process that you would want them to maybe learn something new on this program today?
Well, it's like when we release the book, people were asking about what kind of plant the coffee is. And the coffee plant is a shrub that never grow up like as a big, tall maple tree. But then you harvest a cherry. It's not that, and then when you process that cherry, you have two different process. One is dry, one is wet. And you get like the beans out at the end that you dry to the sun, or you can have dry in dryers like our clothes dryer. They put the beans inside and then they run hot air to dry them. And
that's fascinating.
So mostly like how the coffees grow, it's something that I would like people to learn, because when you put the seed and you start the planting, you need to wait at least 5 years for a plant to be productive and have enough cherries that you can harvest and process.
Fascinating. I'm chatting with Angela Lavelli, again, who was born in Mexico City and founded Café La Fortuna, originally in, again, Mexico City, but now in beautiful Hinsdale, Illinois, just steps away from the train station. Encourage all of our listeners to go to the coffee shop, but you might be tuning in from around the world and you still have an opportunity to get a sneak peek of what goes on in California, and that's their new book that Angela wrote with her daughter. It's called The Inspiring Story of Café La Fortuna, and I could guarantee that wherever you are, if you pick this up, you're going to enjoy the read, and it's fascinating. Angela, I heard that this is one book that will become a series. Do you know what other topics you might address in future books?
Well, in two of the future books, we are addressing more of the coffee process, talking more about each origin, the different characteristics of each of the coffee from each country, as the different processing for the meal of the coffee. Then another will be more focused on roasting and drinks. And the third one, we are creating recipes with using our coffee.
I'm super excited. I'm super excited for the entire series. Angela Lavelli, what an incredible, incredible story that you've had in business, writing this book. And I know, again, it's something that everybody can benefit from. So if people would like some more information, where can they go?
Well, we have our website that is www.cafelafortuna.com. And they can get a lot of information, what we have here, what about the book, about our drinks, and a little bit of our journey too.
Absolutely. And if you're local, please definitely make sure that you stop by. Angela, thank you so much for joining us on the program. Happy holidays to you, to your family, to all your customers. And can't wait to have you back on in the new year up ahead. We're going to squeeze in some headlines, commercials, and a quick break on Get Down to Business. But be sure to check out our sponsors. Tom Mirabali, he's an independent agent for all of your health insurance and Affordable Care Act needs. You can reach him via phone, 630-863-3477, 630-863-3477. He literally answers calls at almost all hours of the day and night, but you could also go on his website, healthplanchicago.com. Healthplanchicago.com, again, for all of your health insurance and Affordable Care Act needs. A quick break. Don't touch that dial because we're going to be right back.